Okay, so one of the current projects that Dr. Landry's team is working on is the investigation of cannabinoids' impact on various polycystic ovarian syndrome markers. And so obviously the overall goal of this project is to document that the role that these cannabinoids can have on fertility. So during class, we really talk about the importance of science communication and how our ability to effectively share information on new research topics and studies greatly impacts the general public's idea of these topics, and this is really critical for creating a more knowledgeable and possibly accepting perspective from these people. So this is really important because of just the involved role that mothers and parents have, right? So they have such an involved role in mediating some of the effects that we're studying here. And so having a more knowledgeable population can only help these outcomes. And I think this is really significant because PCOS and other endocrine diseases are on the rise, not only globally, but also in Canada. And they have great implications for a woman's ability to get pregnant, care to term, and there can even be a negative health outcomes in the offspring as a result of it. So really identifying if cannabinoids can positively impact PCOS markers to a point where pregnancy can be achieved when it previously wasn't as a result of PCOS, not only helps mom, but it also helps the baby, right? And something that Dr. Landry mentioned to me that I didn't previously know was that PCOS is so heritable. And so if we have the possibility to reduce these markers, this can possibly have intergenerational effects. And we can even maybe see a reduction of the incidence of PCOS. We can't say for sure on that one, but hopefully with this research happening, we'll be able to kind of get a better sense of it. And so naturally, as Dr. Landry's lab is just getting started, there are lots of accomplishments happening, I think, in terms of that. They're just starting to publish work, and Dr. Landry's building his publications in the field, which is going to be super great and really interesting to follow. But I think a challenge at this course really reflects, and I think further highlights the benefit of the CSL project, is that the public doesn't really know about this research, and I think that's where I come in for my project, is to design the lab website. But I think a challenge surrounding that in itself is building a website is one thing, but developing an audience that's actually going to visit the site, read the information, learn it, that's an entirely different hurdle. And so I think for this website, we discussed kind of wanting to include summaries of his latest projects in a way the general public would be interested, they could comprehend pretty easily. So I think it's pretty funny how closely linked the learning outcomes for this class and this project are, because SciComm is so central in both of them. And I think assignments from the class, like our tweet assignments, really helped me feel confident about doing this.